Time for stage 16 here today, my friends. A boss rush. We're going to get on the board finally. I'm so slow, right? Terrible. Regardless, we have the guide for you here today as the #1 free-to-play player to help you bring this thing home. Stage 16 hard mode, S Remorseful Sugar Swan. We got the back half of the 30, and we're going to begin right now. So thank you for tuning in. As always, I appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs. If you got a question or comment along the way, please certainly let me know, because I'd love to hear from you, and we'd love to see you in our amazing CookieRun Discord server. A couple things. Don't forget those suppression levels. Take advantage of that supply chest when it comes to stage 16. A couple things to understand, as always. First, we have our special conditions. Min biscuit levels 20, min cookie levels 90, skill levels 90, and everything else doesn't matter. What does matter is that gear, my friends. Yes, the toppings, the tarts, and the biscuits. We get all kinds of gear guides here for you on the channel. We're going to talk a little bit more about that in detail here in a second. However, what as always matters is this. Make sure that you read the boss information. Yes. Now, the first one here is we got the regular effect passive. The target of the boss's attack cannot heal, but the boss receives increased darkness type damage. We've had this one before. Additionally, here the boss receives all damage as true damage, vulnerable to attacks that deal multiple hits. Again, had this one before. So today we're going to bring these two together to help you overcome this one here for stage 16. All right. And if you're ever curious, you can run here on the practice mode and give it a shot. All right. So let's dive into it. A couple of things here. This is the team that I am running. We do have the lovely Pavlova. You let me know how you want to pronounce that in this team. Couple of things here. The biggest thing is just making sure you have 3 ranged cookies. This one's actually worked out better for me in my practice, so that's one of the reasons why I have it here versus something like a creme brulee. You can substitute in creme brulee, and if you're figuring out what you need to do, just go here, find the ranged, and put something in. That's going to work for you. The best news is you can absolutely get access to a lot of this stuff through your mileage shop as well. All right, then we got Lindser. Lindser's always key. Additionally, here we got our 2 charge cookies up front, and then last but not least, our ambush cookie here in Rebel Cookie. So that is what we're running here, taking advantage of Darkness Overlord, the Whisper of the Wind, and the Summons a Giant Stormbringer here with electricity type damage. All this stuff is great because we get some big baddies and get to take advantage of all these synergies. Awesome. What can go wrong? Hopefully nothing. Regardless, let's go ahead and talk about our gear. Here we got our toppings and biscuits. We do have attack. You could go more attack. You could go cooldown if you wanted to. Here we're on attack, more attack. Ideally, this is something that you can tweak, make a little bit better. Here we got attack. We got some better fire damage. We got nice HP survivability here. We got attack speed. And then additionally crit cooldown. We can move that to something like attack. And then here we got attack. You can move this definitely off this stuff to more attack, because who needs nothing but attack, right? So we got some more attack. All right, so that's the breakdown of our toppings, tarts, and biscuits and the gear for you. Let's go ahead and run through our first one. And then we're going to break down the next team here for you. Ideally, we get through this. It's going to be close. If we don't quite get through on the first try, we'll get into that second round. We'll cut it right away so that we don't absolutely just destroy our time. We're going to be just slightly less than 1 million, I feel like, as it's coming in, just like that. Oh, it was so close. We were so close. So it's going to have to be 3 tickets, my friends. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do this real quick. As soon as we get through, though, we absolutely, positively want to kill it. So we can take advantage of the next thing. Let's get that damage in and exit. Look at that. All right, so 8 seconds we added there. We're down to 40%. Perfect. All right, that is an advantage, kind of. Well, think about it from that perspective, right? All right. So stage 16, back into it here. We got the next piece. We got the boss receives all damage as true damage, vulnerable to attacks that deal multiple hits. Now, the team that we were on actually wasn't bad for that. Lots of multiple hits, quite frankly. So if you did want to try and run over, you could absolutely do that. However, the team that's a little bit faster is going to be this one, something a little bit different. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. We got Strike of Destiny here, increasing lots and lots of crit. Here we got Absolute Faith, more attack, and then additionally extra damage for attack speed. So trying to really get a lot of those attacks in relatively quickly and in a very, very fast mode. motion. And then we got Whisper of Wind as well here. Now, again, that team that we had wasn't terrible. You could try and run it a little bit more. You could do a practice mode as well to see if that makes a difference for you. However, this one's going to get just a little bit more in there for you. And then again, we're bringing in Creme Brulee, Pavlova. Could be a great one there for you. You could also dump Mint Choco if you wanted to, move over to Lindser. But again, we're not taking advantage of anything specific in terms of elemental types. So keeping Mint Choco in here is really, really going to help. All right, so let's go ahead to our gear now. Again, we're on cooldown. We got lots of earth damage here. Then you can move something over. We got lots of attack. Get rid of that damage resist bypass. Here we got that crit cooldown. Again, cooldown, survivability, cooldown. Lots of attack and lots of attack, my friends. Okay, so that's how we're teeing this one up for the second piece here. That once again is the boss receives all damage as true damage, vulnerable to attacks that deal multiple hits. Okay, all right, so here we go. Let's go at it. Take another ticket up here today for the Sugar Swan episode, or stage 16. Now watch us just crush this thing. Let's go, my friends. We can do this. Survive and get through just like that. Look at that. We have done it. Remorseful Sugar Swan is down at 1 minute and 30 seconds. So again, we cut it off, which makes it really, really important. Again, in terms of that strategy to shift over to the next team, you could still try and run it. Ultimately, though, again, if we looked at 45 seconds, we did it in less than 2 tickets, technically in 2 45-second intervals. Again, taking advantage of that cutoff. So with that, my friends, that is a pure victory here for you on stage 16. S Remorseful Sugar Swan, teeing everything off with some great rewards, as always, into our first scoreboard here with 5 days left. And we got it all down for you in the episode and guides here on the channel. If you still got a question, if you got a comment, please let me know. I'd love to hear from you as always. And I truly hope you enjoyed stage 16 here, hard mode, S Remorseful Sugar Swan. We'd love to see you in the Discord server. Questions, comments, post your scores there. Let me know what you think or down below as always. And with that, truly a big heartfelt thank you. Thank you to you and this community. I really appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs as we continue to grow. Such an amazing group. And with that, thank you to all of our members as well. We got affiliate links, swag and merch. All that are great ways to support, and I truly do appreciate it. So thank you. Can't say it enough. And with that, my friends, don't forget, we got more Boss Rush because it's a great, fun event. We absolutely enjoy it, and I hope you do too. And in the meantime, we got plenty of content headed your way here on the channel. And until next time, of course, keep on running.